Hello, welcome back to Garage Football. Here's our live watch along for Everton against West Ham in the Premier League at Goodison Park. If you're new around here, subscribe to Garage Football for more watch alongs like this, vlogs, and other football content. And let us know your thoughts, predictions, any questions at all during the game in the live chat. It'd be great to read those throughout. I'm with Dennis again. Thanks for joining again, mate. Your thoughts on this game today?
Without sounding too dramatic, it kind of is a must-win because if we don't win, the reaction is going to be a bit ridiculous, in my opinion. With us in the just on the relegation in the relegation zone on goal difference, a point to take us out. But I think if we don't be, this is where our season really needs to begin, which we'll touch on it later, is why I feel we've lined up the way we've lined up. But ultimately, we've had a tough start with the exception of Forest away. There were always going to be tough games, and 4 points isn't quite what we would have wanted, but it could have been a lot worse, And we just need to win today, really.
Yeah, exactly. I think obviously both teams have struggled to get wins this season. Well, Everton haven't got any wins at all in the Premier League this season. Although they've had a few draws, which we'll touch on. So let's go through the starting lineups for both teams. So I'll go through Everton's to start with the home side. So Jordan Pickford's out injured. So Asma Begovic is in goal.
Patterson, oh, yes.
Yeah, Patterson, Cody, Tarkowski, and Mikolenko, the back four. Midfield three of Trezeguet, Onana, and Iwobi, and then the front three of Demarai Gray, Anthony Gordon, and Neil Maupay. And for West Ham, well, BBC got us as 3-4-3, but it's 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1. Fabianski in goal, Soufal, Kera, Zuma, Cresswell, Souček and Rice in the middle. Attacking three of Bowen, Paqueta and Fornals, and then Mickey Antonio up front with plenty of options on the bench. So your thoughts on there? You just touched on it there, mate. Your thoughts on West Ham's lineup?
I mean, as much as there's going to be some people being like, oh, well, why are we playing these players? Well, this is the side that Moyes knows and trusts. I mean, to kick it all the way back to the Tevez season, when we had a bad run, what did Pardew do? He reverted back to what he knew, which was Sheringham and one of Zamora and Harewood up top with Everton and Benayoun on the wings. We picked up some results. Not saying that's how it's going to go this season, but it is very common in West Ham's history for when things do not work out to go back to what you know, such as playing Mickey up top. We did that Chelsea away when Haller wasn't really firing, and we hadn't played Mickey up top for about 2 seasons. Don't think it had ever happened under Pellegrini, and look what happened. Matchday ever since. That's why I'm going to actually, despite my feelings, I think Scamacca is ready for the Premier League. I absolutely understand why Antonio's starting today. I also understand why he's sticking with Bowen despite being out of form. And ultimately, we have the options off the bench. We've got Lanzini, Scamacca, and Cornet on the bench. I wish we had a little bit more attacking options on the bench. We've got Ben Rama as well, sorry. But we have got options on the bench. Whereas if we'd lined up this lineup, except for Paqueta last season, we'd be looking at the bench and being, maybe Lanzini. So the reaction online to this lineup has been a massive overreaction, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think I'm fairly sure this was the same lineup as the Chelsea game, which feels like half a lifetime ago. It was only a couple of weeks ago, and we played very well in that. Obviously, I was there, and we played very well, especially in the second half, and should have got at least a point. So for that reason, I'm not surprised Moyes has kept the same lineup. Obviously, we did the watch along for the Silk Ball game on Thursday, but obviously Scamacca obviously got a great goal, and but I think Antonio last few games has started to get his form back, so it's no surprise that he's back in the starting lineup today.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, he got on the score sheet. He got an assist in the last 2 games. Scamacca scored brilliantly in the Europa League, but for me, I think Scamacca this season, similar to sort of Areola, is going to be the cup player, and we assess it next season. Where Areola will probably take over Fabianski next season. I think that's where we are with Scamacca to an extent. Against Villa, it was a reaction to Antonio's terrible performance against Brighton, but he's reacted, and Moyes has got that reaction out of him. So
Yeah, no, definitely, mate. So let's touch on Everton. So we mentioned Pickford's out injured, which is quite good because his form for Everton in the past sort of 12 to 18 months has been like he has been for England, actually, like really consistent and cutting out the silly mistakes he kept making every 4 or 5 games or whatever. So
except ever since he massacred Van Dijk, he's become like, prime Peter Shilton.
Yeah, hit the sarcasm in your voice, but yeah, no, he has been very good. And okay, Beveridge is in goal. Used to be a very good keeper, but doesn't really play that much nowadays. His levels are
He was
dropped.
good at Stoke. He was terrible at Chelsea and Bournemouth when he played. So I'm happy to be going up against him, especially at corners. Flaps at every single corner.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I think, but with Everton, it's weird because their attacking sort of prowess hasn't really been there this season, but defensively they're a lot better than they have been under Frank Lampard. You're obviously getting Tarkowski and Cody. Well, Tarkowski on free, but Cody on loan has really made a difference. They seem to be more tough to beat. And that Patterson, the right back, he's excelled the last few games from what the bits I've seen of him and what I've read online as well. And they've got a bit of a vocal point in Neil Maupay. Because
that front three is going to cause us problems, I think.
Yeah, particularly Gordon. Anthony Gordon. Obviously we quote it a lot, but from there's only one Jimmy Grimble, and give it to Gordon. And
give it bloody Gordon.
Yeah, and but he's been by far their shining light this season. Probably was for most of last season. So
and Damari Gray as well is a type of player we don't like playing up against.
Yeah, Damari Gray is very inconsistent over his career, but he'll have one good game every 3 or 4, and hopefully today it'll be the other 3 out of 4 rather than the 1 in 4 he plays great in.
Indeed.
But in midfield, that's certainly more strength in their midfield with some recent Idrissa Gueye. Okay, won't be as good as his first spell at Everton, but he's still a good enough player. And Onana, obviously West Ham will link with as well. Had a pretty shaky start. I think it was against Villa where he gave the ball away. But since then, I think he seems to be.
He'll score today and watch the meltdown on Twitter. Like we'll win like 2-1, but he'll put them ahead and we'll come from behind and watch the meltdown on Twitter.
And Tarkowski as well will get a goal. We were linked with him for quite some time as well.
Again, like I was saying in the pub with JB, like on a free transfer as a stopgap, I'd have taken him. As much as I in the long run it's worked out, but actually got Kerr, who in my opinion is a much better player. Yeah. If we had got Tarkowski in on a free, as much as I didn't want to see Dawson leave, Dawson going wouldn't have been as much of a problem.
Yeah.
Or much of a dilemma with the merry-go-round, because obviously because Bednarak didn't join us, we said no, Dawson, you got to stay, mate. But yeah, but just looking at showing the table after the Arsenal game, a win today puts us 13th, which it's been a long time since I've looked at the table and thought, oh yeah, a win today puts us 13th. That's good. We were in the top half for the entirety of last season. It's weird. Yeah, really have been brought back to reality the beginning of this season.
But that's just it's just still early in the season. Obviously, I think eventually Liverpool and sides like that will come good. If you, obviously it's going back a while now, probably different era, but like when Man United were winning leagues year in year out under Sir Alex Ferguson, they always had a really poor start or an average start, and they'd just win the league easily.
Yeah, I remember there was so our first year with Roda, we beat them 1-0 at Old Trafford, and I think at that point Man United were 9th in the table. Now, they didn't win the league that year, but they did take it down to the final day against a fantastic Arsenal side. So that's what I'm saying. And also, I remember historically, Everton would have some shocking starts. I remember particularly one year, it was the year we reached the FA Cup final. They had an appalling start. I think they finished 12th in the end, finished comfortably okay, but their side wasn't anywhere near as good as us. But I think they'd lost their opening, they'd lost 4 of their opening 7. And hadn't won a game in 7. Everyone's like, oh yeah, is it time for Moyes to go? Or Everton finally being found out with their transfer policy of sell a star and buy and then build the squad? And no, the James Beattie they'd signed James Beattie the year before. I think James Beattie came good for them.
Throwback, yeah.
Good little player, James Beattie. But it's been plenty of times. I think 08-09 was another one for Everton where they started pretty poorly and reached the cup final. I think finished 5th. You know, so I'm not too particularly bothered. As I said, it's a bedding in year. We've got 7 new signings. 5 or 4 are around the first team. I wouldn't worry too much. If we were at this stage in November, obviously with more than 5 points, hopefully, we were flirting around the relegation zone in November, then I'd start asking questions about what's going on. But it's been up people also in the backroom staff. We've lost Stuart Pearce. Stuart Pearce was a big part of the dressing room, as well as Mark Noble. And Mark Warburton's come in, and I'm couldn't think of anyone better. But to replace Stuart Pearce, but it takes change. We've had for a rare time, we've had 2-3 years of stability within the squad. We haven't had a major, as much as we wanted a bit more investment, we haven't had a major overhaul. Whereas if you look at the Billick years, and then Moyes' first time round, and then Pellegrini, we've always had a bit of chaos in the dressing room where you've had at least 5 people joining or 4 people joining. Whereas, Moyes has done really well of picking a player as he can. Obviously, we'd always want him to pick one more player, like another bloody striker could have done with that, mate. But this is a little bit different. Not since Pellegrini's first summer have we made this many signings, and realistically, since the Icelandics, we've only had 2 summers like this, which was the first summer at the Olympic Stadium as well.
Yeah.
So it's different, and I wouldn't read into it too much. Sorry for this monologue here.
No. Well, no. That's the perfect sort of segue, because it goes to show that obviously results are important, but you've got to look beyond the scoreline. When you are a fan, or just already when you're following any team, if you look obviously the first couple of games, Man City, okay, they didn't play great, but Man City, look how dominant they're probably going to win the league.
I'd argue we were in the game for parts of that as well, which. We made chances in that game. It wasn't like City games are past where we get spanked 3-0, and I think we had the ball in their penalty area once.
Yeah, dark days of Slaven Bilic, but and then Nottingham Forest, another time we win that. But the only game I was really concerned about this season was the Brighton one, which we've discussed at length. Apart from that, we've been competitive in the other games. It's just one of those things.
Literally having this conversation with my mates on WhatsApp. So going, oh, you Moyes out, and I'm like, well, you just looked at the table, and you haven't even necessarily looked at the results or who we're playing. With the exception of Forest away, it was always going to be a tough run of games because it's Brighton. Other clubs might look at Brighton and go, all right, yeah, tough win, but we'll win that. West Ham, it's like, oh my God, what's going to happen? But then we've had Spurs, Chelsea, City. Villa away is not easy, no matter how poor form they're in or things like that. And we did well to win that game. I mean, the only performance again that was poor was Brighton at home. Forest away, another day we win that game 5-1. It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
I did joke saying we had all our bad luck for the season in that one game, and then Chelsea happens where if VAR's correct, we get a point.
Yeah.
And then again against Spurs, we had so many chances to win the game, and there was that Paqueta one where he laid it off or left it for Emerson, who then then left it for an imaginary player. If Paqueta shoots, I reckon he scores on his debut in the 88th minute to get a winner against Spurs. There's a good chance that happens. Then we turn around and we go, right, someone else takes that penalty against Forest. VAR is correct against Chelsea, and Paqueta takes a shot against Spurs. That's 4 points right there. That puts us in the top half of the table with 9 points. And we go, all right, we had that tough run. We got 9 points. In last season, we probably would have got those last 9 points.
Yeah.
Instead of 4. But what am I talking about? It's 8 points. I can't even count. I can't even count. I was mocking my mate Fiona for saying, "Oh, we need West Ham to win today for Leeds' relegation battle." And I'm like, "Look at the table. You need us to draw using that logic." Because you got 8 points and we've both got 4. And there's me not being able to count, not being able to add 4 and 4 or times 4 by 2 there. So
let's go to the chat quickly. So M goes West Ham win. Yeah, fingers crossed. Hope so. But the thing about West Ham at Everton, last couple of seasons we had some good results at Goodison Park. So hopefully we'll see that continues today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I can remember Goodison Park being one of the grounds where we couldn't really buy a result growing up. I remember our away win
Well,
in the
particularly when Moyes was in charge of Everton.
Yeah, definitely. When like the year again, FA Cup final year, we won away from home, and I was like, wow, we beat Everton away. This is the first time this happened since I've been supporting us. Because I mean, the year I started supporting us was the year Di Canio picked up the ball. So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
so we hadn't beaten them in that period, and even then, the next time I think we got a draw at Goodison Park in the 7-8, and then the last Zola score. That felt like a bloody win both times.
Yeah. And obviously, plus we've had a few seasons in the Championship where we obviously didn't play Everton as well, so that adds it up.
Like,
yeah, last couple of seasons we've managed to get some good results there. And obviously, when we go for a sticky spell under Pellegrini's first season, that was our first win of the season when Yarmolenko scored 2 goals.
Yeah, and sadly, Yarmolenko got injured about 2 weeks later. But that was really where our season started, because I think we'd lost our first 4 opening games, which is even worse than our start under Avram Grant. I believe was better than that. Justice for Avram. Had to sneak that one in there. But yeah, as I said, just think about it. Bilic away in the last year at Olympic Stadium before Moyes came back for the second one, or Pellegrini and that we've had 3 wins at Goodison Park since I've been supporting them before Moyes took over for the second time.
Yeah, definitely. So hopefully our form. It's a bit like Villa Park last couple of seasons. We've done well there, and Goodison Park has been the same, and obviously hopefully that continues. But we got to take our chances because, as I say, Everton. If you look through their, we'll just run through their results this season. So lost at home to Chelsea 1-0, Villa away 2-1. They lost 1-1 against Forest. They beat Fleetwood in the Carabao Cup. 1-1 against Brentford. 1-1 again against Leeds away, and then 0-0 in the Merseyside derby against Liverpool at home. So they haven't conceded too many goals this so far this season.
And they were unlucky not to win there. I wasn't in the country when that happened, but I heard that Cody had a goal quite controversially disallowed by VAR.
Yeah,
I don't know how true that is. Again, because I've not seen it. Just gonna for any angry Scousers out there, you know how angry Liverpool fans can get when anyone insinuates that VAR is on their side. But yeah, interesting as well. Have you seen Lampard's interview with Sky Sports?
No, I've been watching the Brentford.
This was an interview he did like yesterday or something.
Oh,
like
no,
a sit-down interview.
No,
he's trying to cool the war of words with West Ham fans. It's strange. Normally, especially when he's at Chelsea, we're still giving it the big one when he was at.
I think the last few years he's tried to do that. I remember him when he was a pundit. He went on Match of the Day, and I think he had a go at the owners or tried to have a go at the owners. I remember him not quite slagging off GSB, but like he was sort of saw the fans' side from that point of view. I remember him saying something along those lines.
Okay, I'll have to look into that. I don't remember that, but yeah, I remember when he was Chelsea manager, we're still giving it, especially in his first year pre-pandemic, we're still giving it the big one. I remember that. But yeah, it was just completely out of the blue. He was like, "Look, I've said some stupid things, and it's added fuel to the fire." And a lot of West Ham fans, refreshingly, are saying like they didn't really understand the stick he got when he played for us. They understood.
I never I think me, Dave Walker, and I think a few others. I think it was more like when I first game I went. It was as I said, Bradford, the 5-4 one, and then the next season I think it was his last one, and then that was it for Lampard at West Ham. So, but before that, when he apparently he got cheered when he got stretched off one time. I wasn't supporting the club at the time, so it's hard for me to sort of say.
Well, it's stuff like I think there was perceived nepotism was the issue. Like there's that famous famous video where X pointed out that actually the guy that's saying it is the father of one of the youth players that didn't make it.
Scotty Canham, was it?
Yeah, he's talking about Scotty Canham, but it's a different player's dad. Because I think he didn't want to say it about his own son, but he's talking about certain players that haven't made it because the manager's nephew and the assistant manager's son has been picked. Yeah, and it's kind of like I've had that sense of me goes, oh, shows what West Ham fans know, and I'm like, well, it's just one idiot. But around that time, from my understanding, that kind of was the view that it was. Oh well, he's undroppable. No matter how bad he played, he's undroppable because he's the manager's nephew and the assistant manager's son. And even though he was our I think, second highest goal scorer that 2001 season. We were in a relegation battle. And again, I barely remember this. I didn't watch us week in, week out like we do now. I only
Yeah,
watched us when we were on Sky Sports
mm,
and highlights of match of the day. But the perceived feeling I heard in later years, around the time of like Eggert Magnusson and Kerbishley, was that he would just swagger around and weren't too bothered because he had his, then moved to Chelsea. The theory was, in retrospect, that he had the move all sorted out and wasn't too bothered if we went down or not. How true that is, only Frank Lampard will know, but that's
yeah,
what I heard, and that's where the vitriol sort of was bred.
yeah. And I think a couple of years after into his Chelsea career, he released a book with Ian McGarry, rest in peace. He said some stuff.
The one thing that sticks out to me is Joe Cole would look at West Ham results and shake his head if they lost. I would smile.
Oh, was it? Yeah, was that one of the quotes?
That's one of that. That's the main quote that got him in trouble.
Yeah,
with the
well, I
fans.
mean, can't really blame the fans for having to go after a statement like that.
And he said he said he wanted to score the goal that relegated us when in Di Canio's last goal at Upton Park. He made a big thing in the press. I remember it was in one of the rag magazines. I want to score the goal that relegates West Ham.
Yeah.
Right. I'm on Now TV, so I'll be a tiny bit behind you, but they've got the reefs out and
yeah. So they'll do it. They'll do a minute silence around the halfway line. So good applause from the Goodison Park crowd.
Hope the Everton fans do a little bit better than their red colleagues did in midweek.
So before we're obviously doing a minute silence, Sean, what's your score prediction, mate?
With trepidation, I say 2-1 West Ham.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 1-0 West Ham. Same as last season. Just put some more reefs down, so we'll stay silent for the next few minutes. Right, and there we are. So I was at Roots Hall yesterday, Dennis, for watch Southend against Wrexham. Me and Mark went, and felt weird. Obviously, it's great. Like the minute silence was impeccably observed, and did the national anthem afterwards. I'd tell you what, I'm still getting used to saying "God Save the King."
Honestly, yeah, it probably going to throw a lot of people. Mainly because you've had 70 years of saying God save the Queen.
Yeah, exactly.
And as I said before, to people, anyone that is anti-monarchist and things like that, what I say to them is, first of all, someone's died, be a bit respectful.
Yeah.
And for the most part, most anti-monarchists I know have been respectful about the actual death. It's more just questioning whether the monarchy should exist or not. However, what I keep saying to them is, you're living through history, whether you like it or not. And the monarchy is not going to go away like that. There's not going to be, 10 people on the internet are annoyed with the monarchy. Charles, sorry, mate. I know you've been waiting all your life for this, but see you later, buddy.
You got to go,
yeah. Sorry, it's but it's like you live through history. Anyone realistically under the age of 73 does not remember Queen being being coronated. If you're 2 years old at that time, you probably don't remember it. So it's ridiculous, really. But yeah, like there was a few murmurs, or I could hear something in the background of like people, but it was mostly quiet. It was before we get started. Have you seen the video of the Forest fan? Forest fans going kicking off at the guy that's got Tourette's.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Oh, that was awkward.
I don't know what to. Should I have laughed or been? I don't know. It was
weird. I was more just like, ooh, okay,
yeah,
not sure, but I'm assuming you're kicking off now, because
so we just kicked off. Yeah, so West Ham kicking from left to right in this first half. Let's go to the chat quickly. So Russ, thanks, mate. Up the Gunners. Yeah, what a great result and performance by Arsenal today. 3-0 comfortable win away at Brentford. So really good result. Thanks, Peter. All my memories of Frank Lampard Jr. Good ones. It's maybe a good thing that I don't read that well. Yeah. Thanks, mate. And then Russ says what makes us British. Yeah, no, spot on, mate. Totally agree.
Russ, I've got Saliba in my fantasy team, mate. Sorted.
Yeah,
happy days.
Yeah, don't sing the Saliba song though, Dennis.
I don't Saliba.
Or however it goes.
What, the tequila song? Oh,
yeah.
Very original. It's like. It's the best chant ever. It's like they say one word and to do for most of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they were good. I think Russ will be able to say, but against Bournemouth when they won, I think they did it for the entire. I don't know about the entire second half or quite a long. Like honestly, that's all we heard at the Vitality Stadium. See you next time you're on. Oh, please do, mate. I think that's give the viewers what they want. Right, Paqueta plays it forward. Oh, Patterson wins it great against Cresswell. And then Anana's fouled by 4 nails. Have you started yet?
Yeah, I'm at 45 seconds.
Oh, you're not that far behind. Only about
I've got Now TV performs better than the BT player.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And there's Anana signed for just over 33 million from Lille earlier in the summer. Flicks on, and then Fabianski collects that one. Just clashes with Mope, but he's all seems to be all fine. Yeah, I think Everton definitely needed a focal point. They wouldn't have been able to do very well with just playing Gordon as a false nine. They need it. Well, obviously, we've got Calvert-Lewin, which he was linked apparently with being in the squad today, but he's not even on the bench.
Yeah. Yeah, but we've all been there as West Ham fans. I remember there's always, Ashton's going to be in the squad today. No. Ashton's going to be in the squad today. No.
Yeah.
Ashton's been in the 9-10 season. Zola's second one. It's like, that's the year he eventually retired. It's, Ashton's been in pre-season. No, he hasn't.
Let's go to the chat. Deepak, hello, mate. I know of Virat Kohli. I don't know him personally, but what cricketer he is.
I was going to ask who is Virat Kohli?
Kohli,
yeah. So I'm just making sure reading whether the I and the L is the right way around. I look like him. Okay.
I've got a similar beard. Yeah, I'll give you that.
I'm assuming it's just the beard.
Right? Have a Google Virat Kohli. You got a similar beard.
I already have about 101 like really like poor lookalike.
What's
Like
the
it's
what's
like
the Vavrinka's the best one? Other than that's like
Rinka, yeah. But I need to be a little bit better, tidier beard and have a longer cone back hair. But yeah, that Charlo
for the
Coatsy,
1%ers, that's more of a 2%,
yeah.
isn't it?
No, that's what I take. I mean, again, saying I picked up from my mates in Germany is because obviously when you say the English term, if you buy someone off Wish, that's what they look like.
Yeah. Or
In
BTEC.
Germany, they say if you put them in the microwave. So like if you put them in the microwave, that's what because I picked up when I met, showed you the guy. We won't say his profession, but the guy that looks like Jon Snow if you put him in the microwave in Benidorm.
All right. Cheers, Deepak. Do you watch any cricket? Yeah, big cricket fan, mate. Yeah, been loving England's Test cricket this summer in particular under Ben Stokes and Brendan McCullum. It's been amazing. And then beating India in that one-off test as well. It's not much. It's a bit scrappy opening for...
Fornells is having a good battle with their right back Patterson. Where do they get him from, Patterson?
I think I'm going to check, but I'm pretty sure they got him from Rangers. I think anyway.
That would make sense. Oh no, it wouldn't. I was going to say, oh, it makes sense with the Gerrard link. No, it doesn't. It doesn't, Dennis, because Gerrard manages a different club.
Yeah. Might need some more sleep, mate.
Yeah, it was Rangers. It was Rangers.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, he's played well by all accounts. They needed a new right back because they couldn't keep playing Seamus Coleman. Great player as he is and has been over his time at Everton. His legs are well gone, I think it'd be argued to say. Right, Everton have got in midfield. They play it out wide to Gray, who's playing on the right so far. And Gordon will be cutting on the left, I assume. Got it with Cody. I mean, what a great signing. No, it's only on loan, but Jesus, I mean, that was completely out of the blue. Mikalenko plays at full, but it's well cut by Sufel. Thanks, Deepak. Wishing West Ham big luck. Oh, you're a Liverpool fan. Oh, nice one. Yeah, clearly you want West Ham to win. So, yeah. Thanks, mate. Yeah. Gordon's got it now. Plays it to Mopey. Comes off.
Give it to Gordon.
Give it to Gordon, yeah.
They've given it to Gordon.
I need to watch that again. There's only one Jimmy Green, but I haven't watched it in years. Very underrated film.
Indeed.
Right, throwing for Everton. Mikalenko's going to take it. The left back plays it to, I think, just a Gay. I think that is. Tolkowski to Cody. Chips it forward. That's a good ball actually to Patterson. Bit of time on the ball. Patterson crosses it in back post. Fabianski with an easy grab. It's weird seeing Cody playing in a back four. He played like 99% of his Wolves career in a back three.
It's like when Spurs signed Doherty and played him as a flat back four. It was like, yeah, this isn't working.
No, but it's worked out for Eric Dyer playing the back three. I mean, he's in the England squad, and arguably he'd probably our best thing like centre back in terms of form at the moment.
I'd say, I always thought the flack he got was pretty unfair. I always thought he was a very good player. Yeah, nowhere near like when he had a couple of good years at
oh dear, it's giving away. Here's Mopey, plays it forward. Iwobi's got it, or just Fabianski does really well, and Iwobi can't keep it in. West Ham gave it away there. Zuma had it. And then played it to Suchet, which is a terrible ball back. Mopey with a good pass. And Fabianski does brilliantly. He stays upright and then lets Iwobi try to take it around him, but Iwobi takes it out of play. Yeah, poor touch from Iwobi. You can see what he's trying to do. But
I've probably got it just coming up because Kera's got the ball now. Yeah, he plays it to Zuma.
Yeah, it's going to happen now, I think.
Yeah, Jesus. Suchet trying to play it right back to... It was a hospital pass from Zuma.
Yeah.
Because...
Up the other is Bowen. Oh, Bowen does great. Bowen pass it. Oh, I thought it was going in. Oh, Cody got across. I thought it was going to be an own goal. It just goes out for a corner. Bowen did great against Mikalenko. Great pass back across the 6-yard box. Sufel with a long throw. Well executed. Yeah, Bowen did really well against Mikalenko. Good ball cross, and Cody just got there ahead of Antonio. He had to get there, but I thought he was going to go Oh, I thought he was going to go in. Just went past the post. It's a corner for West
Right.
Ham. But yeah, good play on the right by Bowen.
At the minute, I'm enjoying some close-ups of Lucas
Oh,
Fabianski.
and I think
Okay, I've
it's
got the Bowen. But...
Begovic does well from the corner to punch that one clear. And Sufal plays it forward. Paqueta plays it forward. And then Patterson, does it go off? Yeah, it goes off for an Everton throw-in.
Oh, God almighty.
That's a good question. Thanks, Deepak. World Cup, yeah. Well, I've got to go for the FIFA World Cup. I mean, as England have won the T20 World Cup before, I'm going to choose the FIFA World Cup because I've not watched this and I've seen that in my lifetime. Yeah, I think England are probably favourites for one of the certainly the T20 World Cup in Australia. And it's hard with the FIFA World Cup. I don't know about you, Dennis, but I hope I'm wrong, but I'm not expecting a great standard of tournament. I'll be honest with you, being the time of year and where it's been held in air-conditioned stadiums, I just don't see the.
The Dutch have got a very good team. The Dutch have got a good team, and Argentina. I reckon this will be the year that Argentina or Brazil do well, purely because again, other clubs that normally do well. France have got just. I'm going to sound very typical British here. Just like most French teams, they're great for a while, and then they just fight each other. And at the minute, they're just fighting each other. Pogba and Mbappe are having a power struggle over who's the main man and things like that.
Yeah, well,
So,
I think it probably helped that Pogba's injured and probably won't be going. Is a
but,
Wobie does well. Patterson, well cleared by Cresswell, corner for Everton. Yeah, you see that Pogba's brother's been charged. We know that.
but didn't they want to try and turn? Isn't it the accusation they wanted to use the witch doctor or something ridiculous like
it's
that?
something weird, isn't
But
it?
that can't be true.
I know,
That has to be hysteria.
Corner comes in for Everton. Good corner. Sorry, Sufal hits it away very well, and Patterson takes it out. Oh, it's a foul by Paqueta. Looks a bit soft to me. It's a free kick for Everton near the corner flag. Oh, it is a foul actually. Yeah, Paqueta slides, tries to get the ball but misses it and takes out Gray. So it's a free kick for Everton on the right hand side near the corner flag. And I think it's Gray himself who's been found. He's going to take it. So a few set pieces that Everton have had in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, that's a foul. I've just seen it in real time.
Yeah.
There's a replay, no doubt, coming up. But yeah,
Gray takes it. Oh, it's headed just wide by Anana. Comfortable in the end.
What's his name? I did that earlier, and either you didn't hear it or you sold it very well.
No, I didn't hear. Heard that one though. Yeah, just hit him on the top of the head and then went wide. Well, it wasn't well played by West Ham, but it's well intercepted by Rice. Oh no, it's a foul. He's given for a foul beforehand. It's Paqueta again who's in the. He's going to get a yellow. Michael Oliver's having a chat with him. No, does a good refereeing. Does a chat with him, and doesn't give a yellow. It's Paqueta on Adrissa Gay this time. Oh god, yeah, that is he's got away without getting a yellow. To be honest, on that one.
On the subject of like number 10s fouling and things like that, do you remember the time Mata got sent off and Louis Van Gaal said it should be rescinded because Mata isn't that type of person, even though it was a blatant red card? It was like, oh, but he's not that type of person. It should be rescinded. And everyone was like, no, it was over the ankle and 2-footed. It's a red card all day long.
Yeah. Exactly. But that free kick didn't lead to anything. Then it went out for a throw-in. So Sufal's going to take it with West Ham near the.
I've just had the talking to, so yeah, because I'm just coming up to 12 minutes now, so I'm probably about 20 seconds behind you.
I think about 30, which ain't too bad for being on No TV. Balls play forward is Fornells on left. He's going to take on Patterson. And Patterson does well to keep his grab, but gives it away though to Fornells again. And then Patterson gets back for a second bite, takes out Fornells. Oh no, it's Bowen that's down in the near the bottom. You'll see what happened there. It must have been an off the ball thing. Oliver's having Michael Oliver's having a chat with Idrissa Gueye. It was Gueye and Bowen with Gueye stamps, not stamps, but he makes contact with Bowen's foot there. So I think the ref must have played advantage, which he did. Good advantage by Michael Oliver. So I don't know if he's booked Idrissa Gueye. I'm not sure if he has. No, I don't think it's one of them where like you'll see it in a minute where his foot is on his ankle and it is a foul, but the ref played the foul.
Yeah, I've just had got Bowen on the floor at the minute.
Yeah, so I don't think he's been booked. So I think Michael Oliver's a bit of throwback refereeing for Michael Oliver, which I've got no complaints about.
I think referees are starting to. I've been told to sort their lives out basically after last Premier League round of Premier League fixtures.
Yeah.
And Oliver is regarded as the best of the bad bunch, should we say?
Yeah, I would say so. I think he's only part of the UEFA. He'll be at the World Cup, I assume. Him, I don't know, Andy Taylor probably. Anyway, Bones back on his feet. Cresswell's about to take this throw for West Ham. So scrappy opening sort of 14 minutes or so. No real chances to speak of at the moment. Here's Cresswell. Plays it forward. Mickey Antonio does well. Bit too far ahead of Cresswell and then goes out for a goal kick. Cheers, mate. Is that the Rock? Is that yes, yeah.
It is the Rock.
Wants Everton to win.
Dwayne the Pebble Johnson.
So Begovic takes a short goal kick to Cody. Plays out to Tarkowski. Speaking of Tarkowski, obviously his former manager Sean Dyche. Have you seen on Sport Bible? He did a really good interview, I'd say, with Rory from the kickoff.
I think I've seen some YouTube clip ups of it, come up in my suggested.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I think the whole video's about an hour or just over an hour. It's Sport Bible. It's a new series they're doing. And Sean Dyche was the first guest. Now, chill, Deepak. We're watching the game, mate. Any chance for Africa or Asian nation this year? Well, possibly. As I say, it's hard to say about this World Cup because it's in unique unique time of year, and it's a different country than.
You know what's going to happen? Canada are going to win the World Cup.
I need to keep track of who's actually qualified and not.
Yeah, Canada absolutely steamrolled it. I think they came second in their group to Mexico.
Yeah.
In the CONCACAF, but that's Mexico always dominate that group.
Yeah. Course,
basically, Canada have got 3 or 4 really good players that have given them the edge above Honduras and America.
Yeah.
Like David Davis. We've got very British names, sadly. Hoylett is still there or thereabouts, so they plays in the championship. And there's another one, but I'm struggling to remember who it is. It's a midfielder. But anyway, in any event, they get realistically they'll come bottom of their group. They're in a group with like Belgium and Croatia in their group, so they ain't.
It's got to be a foul. Oh, bloody hell. I thought Gordon took out Soufal then. I thought it was a blatant foul, but obviously not. That was good play by Onana. Gives it to Gray. Plays it all the way back to Cody now. Tarkowski. Yeah, it's a good interview that Dennis. As I say, Sport Bible, I think it's their first video of that particular series they're going to create. So I think it was for the first one, it was a good one. And Rory and I can't remember who the other guy was, but
when you say Rory, is that the Chelsea fan?
It's Rory Jennings, yeah.
Okay, I'm now been put off it a little bit.
No, from the kickoff. The Chelsea fan.
Nothing to me. I just mean the Chelsea fan that's just annoying.
Well, in your opinion,
yeah, I find him annoying. So that's what I'm saying. The Chelsea fan that I find annoying. Yeah.
Oh, good play forward. Antonio does well against Tarkowski. Takes him on. Oh, well played. To the right, Mickey. To the right. Good ball. Oh, just doesn't reach Paqueta. Cody read it. Good reading the game by Cody there, and Antonio. First time I've really seen him in this minute. I mean, 18 minutes, but does the right.
Well, not. I'm a little bit behind you. Kufal saves a corner pretty well. From Bowen sort of panicking a little bit on the wing.
West Ham got the ball in the middle of the park. Cheers, Deepak. Why West Ham doing badly this season? I think we were saying a bit earlier before we went live that I think you got to look at from West Ham point of view. I think we've played decently most of the games this season. Just luck hasn't really gone away. Upset in the Chelsea away game, that VAR decision. Still can't believe that foul was given against Mendy, but just we haven't really scored a lot this season. We have in the Conference League, we've been hitting goals for fun in that, but in the Prem we've sort of struggled at the moment. But
yeah, we've had a bit of bad luck and individual errors. Like against Tottenham, we had a great chance right at the end, but Paqueta decided to leave it for Emerson, who then left it, probably thinking there was someone else on the overlap beside him, but no one was actually there. So as a result, it went out of play. But it was if we got a shot on target, we would probably have scored.
Oh, great clearance by I think it's Tarkowski. Yeah, great head. I think Bowen was about to get ahead on that. It was a good cross, not for the first time, by Cresswell, who Everton allowed him to have a place, which is fair enough. Cheers, lads, for giving him that space.
So this is the problem of being a little bit behind. I don't know when the exciting bits are coming up, so I just keep talking.
Oh, no, that's fine. Whatever, good ball to Cresswell, and it goes out for a West Ham corner. So West Ham, last few minutes, starting to get more of the ball, especially in the middle of the park. Paqueta has been getting involved with a load of 1-2s with Rice in the middle and Fornells joining in as well. Should be good to see. So Cresswell's about to take this corner. Zuma's up there, as you'd expect. Bowen seems to have a brighter start today than last few games anyway. Corner comes in. It's well headed by Anana, but it's another corner for West Ham.
Oh, got it here, I think. Right, I got a corner. No, I've got the corner now. So I had the good header from Tarkowski, and now I've got the corner coming up. So just as you talk about the corner, now we're preparing for it.
Now we've got the second one about to come up. Better one. Oh, good header, is it? I think it's going to be another corner for West Ham. It's a good winning header by, I think it might have been Cody, with the defensive header, which goes out for the third West Ham corner in a row, this time the other side. So it's West Ham's fifth corner already in the we've only played 20 minutes.
Almost like we're playing for them.
Corner comes in. Oh, head well punched by Begovic, comes to the edge, and it's hit by Cresswell with his right foot, and he goes out for another corner.
Cresswell has a right foot?
Yeah, so it was well punched by Begovic, and Cresswell about on where the D is. Might have gone on target actually, but it was deflected behind, so it's another corner. So Cresswell's going to take this one from the left-hand side. Souček.
Right, I've got our fifth corner, so
yeah, so
that's what I'm about to watch.
Our sixth one now of the game. Cresswell comes in. That's another good delivery, but nothing quite comes off it. And then Cody's going to clear it. Oh, it's a chance here for Everton. It's Gray on the right. Oh, good skill by Gray. And then Soufal, old school, smashes it into Rosette. So good play down that right by Damari Gray. Still can't believe how cheap he was. I know he's inconsistent, but even so, for 1.5 mil, was it? They got him?
Something like that, yeah.
Crazy.
A no-brainer, really.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's never going to be the most prolific or consistent player, but still, that is a steal, to be honest, 1.5 mil. Get fullbacks go for 10, 15 million these days. Leverkusen should have been a bit more, bargaining with him.
I have no idea how he played out there. If he was absolutely atrocious, they could have. But then again, you look at some deals. Leverkusen could be the West Ham of Bundesliga. Then in that case, it's like when Anderlecht made an inquiry about what's his name, Josh Cullen. We just accepted the inquiry offer. It's like, yeah, go on, 800 grand. See you later.
That's a shot by Mikolenko, which goes hopelessly over the bar.
Agreed, Russ. He has not been good.
Yeah, no, agreed, Russ. Yeah, he's got starting off better today, but yeah, he's got to play better if he's going to stay in the squad, let alone getting the starting 11.
As I said at the beginning, the reason we've lined up the way we have is because this is the team that Moyes trusts from last season, because he knows he needs to get a result here. He obviously with Moyes, it takes a while to build up trust in players. Like, with the exception of Ben Rama, he builds it up, whereas Ben Rama's always been a bit of give and take. And I think it's a while before he can trust Cornet out on the right. And absolutely, that's probably the first substitution that's going to happen is Cornet coming on, but it might not necessarily be.
Oh, damn, mistake by Cody. Here's Antonio. Oh, great block by Tarkowski. What a game he's had so far.
I'm expecting you to do the Charles role of just shouting goal. I like the camera is just focusing in on Cornet as if they know what we're talking about.
Yeah. All right, here's Mope on this left hand on the left hand side. Plays it across to Patterson, I think it is. Patterson, good ball. Oh, Zuma with a great clearance. And it ends up with Adrissa Gay. Plays it to Gray and then back to Adrissa Gay.
Oh, got the Mickey chance here. He's done well. Tarkowski's done.
It's been a lively game so far, but just no real chances for either side so far. But it's been plenty of endeavour. Hasn't been boring. But yeah, great covering again by Tarkowski. I mean, the difference between Tarkowski and Cody and say Keane and Holgate or whatever, it's just night and day, isn't it?
Very much. It's a bit like it's a bit like when we signed Zuma after Diop. Losing Balbuena, who wasn't always the best, but just wasn't, in my opinion, suited to Premier League defending. And then with Diop being the main centre-back, the difference has been ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. That goes out of play from Everton, so West Ham throw.
Despite being behind, exactly the same things just happened for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, throwing for West Ham. Cresswell takes it short to Souček. And Cresswell uses the right foot again. Oh, Jesus, that's given away. Oh, no, Rice has done well to collect that one. Oh, Carroll, what a ball that is. Here's Rice. Rice is playing with dark boots on, but that's a bit of a throwback.
He's been told to get, no-nonsense approach.
Yeah, no, he's starting off well, Rice, as usual. In this game, Paqueta plays it forward. 4-0. Oh, well played is Souček. 4-0 again. Good ball to Soufal. Go on, run with it. To Bowen. Plays it to Soufal. Good cross, and it's another corner. So good build-up play from West Ham through the middle of the pitch on that occasion. And Soufal's cross was intercepted by Mikolenko. It's another corner for West Ham. So it's been good delivery by West Ham, but Everton have actually defended them reasonably well. So it's going to be Bowen to take this one on the right-hand side. Here we go. Bowen takes it towards the 6-yard box. Paqueta heads it, and it's comfortably saved by Begovic. Not enough power on it. Did well to get it on target, though. Yeah, it's too far to get enough power on it, but it got on target anyway. It's actually quite. It's Paqueta with even though he's number 10, he's Brazilian, he's a playmaker. Enough get around the pitch and has got a physical presence as well.
Yeah, that's the thing that sort of noticed me. He's not afraid to put a foot in offensively, but put a foot in to keep hold of the ball, whereas some other players would go down and look for the foul, whereas he gets his foot behind the ball and passes it on and takes the kick, really. Yeah, that header's never going in.
No.
I've just had the header. It is never going in.
Yeah, no. Ball's played out. Is Patterson. Good ball in, and it's well headed away by Souček to 4-0. Plays it to Antonio. Tries to roll Cody. Is that a foul?
He's probably been given as a foul.
Oh, yeah, it is a foul. Yeah, Cody's been yellow carded.
Okay. I thought Antonio had fouled Cody.
So. No, he rolled Cody really well. Oh, that's a blatant foul and a blatant yellow as well, which has been given by Michael Oliver. So he's been quite lenient today, Oliver, but that one was certain. And Cody knew it as well. You'll see the replay in a minute.
Yeah, because at the minute I've got sustained pressure for Everton. Patterson's got the ball.
Yeah, so good, really good turn back. When Tony hasn't touched it a lot so far because we haven't given the ball enough, but when he has, he's made a.
Oh, it's on the halfway line. I thought this was like right by our goal.
No, it's not a great ball. That's Soufal. Easy for Begovic to come and collect.
Yeah,
really
that was pretty ridiculous how Cody thought he was going to get away with that.
Yeah. Oh, bad ball by Tarkowski. Good ball by Suchet. Oh, Paqueta does really well against Mikolenko. That's got to be a foul, and it is. So free kick for West Ham. Paqueta did really well to hold off. We just been talking about his physical prowess, Paqueta, and he did really well against Mikolenko. And yeah, Mikolenko.
Yeah, no, like he's not necessarily going to be a hard player, but he's not afraid. Whereas some players that fit that mold of number 10 Brazil played in someone that's played in France and Italy. Oh, right, he's probably going to go down a lot. But no, he's not the same as Richarlison, but like Richarlison, he's not a pushover. Whereas Richarlison is like the basically Brazilian Craig Bellamy.
Free kick for West Ham. Soufal takes it. That's a bad ball. Shockingly bad.
He's not exactly been good at this season, has he? Because Soufal.
No. Yeah, it was him or Bowen. I think Bowen should have took that one. Anyway, it didn't lead to anything. He's Gray. It's not a bad touch. Well, he does well in the insert against Bowen. Good boy. Gray does well, actually. Plays to just a guy. He's Patterson. Patterson crossfield ball. That's a bad ball as well. Put a foot on it, lads. That's it. Cresswell plays it forward. Badly, because it goes out of play. Yeah, half hour gone. It's flown by, but albeit with not a lot of chances for either side so far. I think just it's just come up now. The shots, 5 in total, just the one on target for West Ham, which barely counts. Is that Paqueta header, which does count, but doesn't really count, does it? Is Gray to Patterson? That ball's been happening a lot this game. Patterson plays it forward. Is Gordon, and if it's Onana's got it on the right, and it's well blocked, and Fornals clears it. Yeah, Gordon. That's the first time I've probably mentioned him in the last 20 minutes. Anthony Gordon, but he's barely come down the left-hand side. I think him and Gray have swapped, by the way. So Gordon's gone to the right and Gray's on the left now.
I've got a question. What position is Iwobi meant to be playing?
Oh, well, Soufal and Mikolenko, that's a good battle. And Soufal as well, actually. And Bowen plays it forward. I think that Iwobi's playing in midfield 3 now.
He's playing centre mid for them. I remember he got brought as their out-and-out winger, and he was going to be finally show what he can do, having been a rotation option for Arsenal and things like that for so long.
Yeah, I think he's playing alongside Onana and Gay. He's put like left of the 3. I thought he'd say he is. It's well intercepted by Souček. Soufal should clear it. Oh no, gives it the Bowen. Bowen does really well actually to get a goal kick there. That's been a good battle so far. Bowen against Mikolenko. Yeah, Iwobi's more of a sort of left centre mid now. Still can't believe they paid 40 million for him though. Decent enough player, but no way 40 million player. That was when Everton was spending crazy money.
Yeah.
And obviously they can't now because they spent all that crazy money on bad investments, on bad players.
Investments, including Sigurdsson, who played well for them, but ultimately that's proved to be a massive, massive waste of money.
Well, yeah, and good ball by Paqueta to Bowen. Well, he does lose out. He was crowded out though. Yeah, and it had loads, especially when Koeman was there, like Klassen, and load of players.
Schneiderlin wasn't cheap either.
No, Paqueta I've just been talking about Iwobi, wins the ball there. Good ball to Mope. Oh, what a challenge by Rice in the middle. Had to win that one. I think it was Anano was. Oh, Jesus. Talk about give that away. Here's Iwobi. Sort of sums this game up. It's been plenty of endeavour by both sides, but it's been scrappy as anything. Here's Mope to Gray. Good cross. Oh, great header by Kerr. Had to win that one. Is Gay to Patterson. Takes on Paqueta. Oh, Paqueta, great to win that one. Oh, Patterson wins it back from him. Then West Ham eventually get it back and it's cleared up the pitch. 4-0. Loses it to Idrissa Gay. It's been a proper midfield battle. West Ham win it, then Everton win it, West Ham win it. In that sort of 34 minutes so far. He's just against Tarkowski. Plays it to Gray. Good flick forward. He's Gray. Oh, great challenge by Rice again. Oh, it's intercepted by Cody. Mikalenko plays it forward. Is Iwobi 1-2 with Cody of all people. Iwobi. It's well headed again by Kera. Bit of pressure here from Everton. Mikalenko back post. Gordon's there, and it goes out of play. Gordon tries to flick it back in, but goes out for a goal kick. A couple of really good headers from Kera there. Crosses by Everton.
I'll have this coming up.
Yeah.
Just had the Rice interception.
It's a bit of sustained pressure there from Everton for the first time in the match, I'd say. But yeah, it's both defences have been on top actually so far. You got to say.
Need to bring Ogbono off the bench for a corner. Just be the difference, really.
So, yeah, he got the win last season, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like away, even as bad as Benitez they were under Benitez, that was a game that both defenses were set up very, very well. Bonner in the 81st minute just smashed. I think it was 81st, smashed in a header from a corner. Game was heading for a goalless draw.
That's good in the chat. Cheers, Samantha. Away West Ham to do the Mackham Scouts soon, aren't we?
Mackham Scout what? Oh, the less I get it now.
Yeah, Samantha's a Newcastle fan.
No. I get Mackham Scousers. It means Mackham are
they're Sunderland.
Sunderland. So obviously this is the Sunderland of the. I get it. It took me a second, but I get it.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, cheers, number 20. Cheers, Zuma, number 20's crying.
Zanana plays it to Iwobi. Mikalenko's got it back to Iwobi. Onana with a decent enough ball, but just ahead of Mikalenko. Goes out for West Ham goal kick. Everton first ever ball there. They have been certainly last few minutes, mate. Starting to get on top, but Everton sort of sums up Everton this season. Haven't scored enough, haven't created enough. That's got to be a foul. No, ref does play on. He's 4-0. Waiting for some options. Soufal arrives and support is Bowen. At the Soufal. Good ball to Rice. Antonio. Bowen. Bit of space for 4-0's turn. That's it. Kera. Good ball to Cresswell. A load of space for Cresswell. Is Paqueta. Crossed by Paqueta. Oh, it's well grabbed by Begovic there.
Imagine if someone's put Begovic in their fantasy team and he gets a clean sheet.
Oh, Mickey nearly got in there. You know where the striker's waiting for the keeper to throw it out?
Yeah.
Begovic did it, but I think it was Tarkowski just got there ahead of Antonio there.
I've got that to look forward to. The minute Bowen's got the ball on my bit.
Oh, bad ball by Everton. Bowen's got it. Drives down the middle of the pitch. Oh, it plays the wrong direction. I think Mickey was going the other way. Tarkowski brings it forward. It's Gordon. Ball forward to Mope. Still got it, Mope. Tries to find Gordon. Goes out for an Everton corner.
Just had the bit with Mickey stalking the goalkeeper. It was brilliant.
Yeah,
The keeper just had no idea he was there. Luckily, Tarkowski saw him.
Yeah. I remember back in the day when Rob Green was at Norwich, he got done by that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think
He rolled the ball out like really far out, not just down by his feet.
And I think it was not. I think
David Johnson.
David Johnson, yeah, for Nottingham Forest.
Ipswich and Nottingham Forest striker, legend.
We were linked with. Zuma misses the header, and is a Wobie hooks it back in. Oh, it's clear it. Oh, Fabianski does well to grab that one.
So quickly, David Johnson, the year of your shirt, we were linked with him quite a bit that summer because he had smashed it for Forest the year before.
Yeah, it was
and
good.
by looking at him, we ended up looking at Harewood for a lot, and we made the right decision, I think, because David Johnson was at the end of his career.
Yeah.
Cheaper, I guess, but end of his career. Harewood was young, and Forest needed the money.
Yeah, I remember watching Harewood in. I think we must have been. Well, it might have been the Championship, but I think it might have been the Cup game where we played.
Yeah, FA Cup year we got relegated under Roda. David Johnson scored twice that game.
I think we played Forest that season. It must have been in the Championship. It might have been in the FA Cup when in the Championship. And I thought, God, it'd be good if we could get that Harewood one day. And then next thing, we fucking sign him.
I think, yeah, because I think we drew 1-1 with them at home. Defoe? Going to say Defoe scored. Can't remember who scored for Forest.
Just coming up to 40 minutes. Still 0-0 here. Here's Gordon. Good ball to Mope. Flicks it off to Iwobi. Tries to find Mope. It's good interception by Zuma. Yeah, both teams have been good up in between the boxes, but when they get near getting into the final third, the final ball's not been ill. The defence have got on top.
So they become jigsaws. They go to pieces in the box.
Yeah,
I'll be here all week.
Yeah, just going to mute you for no. So Soufal fouls Gordon there. Not the greatest bit of defending. Does go down easy to Gordon, but that is a foul. So Gray's going to take this one right-footed. He's going to in-swing this one. Gray's going to take it right-footed towards the back post, and it goes out of play. So yeah, the set pieces from both sides have been all right generally, but that wasn't a good one from Gray. He's better than that. Zuma's got it. Clears out the pitch. You about to say something, mate?
Yeah, so it was about the game, but it's not actually about the game, if that makes sense. So, has anyone ever pointed out that Gordon looks a bit like King Joffrey from Game of Thrones?
I haven't really watched Game of Thrones, mate. So I'm
fair enough. That's one for the audience.
Yeah, anyone in the chat.
Anyone in the chat. I've never actually looked at Gordon, seen what he looks like, and he just came up on the screen. I was like, he looks like fucking King Joffrey.
Speaking of Gordon, he did well to win that ball from I think 4-0, and the Everton crowd were loving that. Obviously, local boy.
So they're the other one, didn't they? The Davis, the central midfielder. Everyone went crazy from a few years ago.
Tom Davis, yeah.
Everyone crazy from a few years ago. Sort of, I think he's still at Everton, but
I think he played in the derby the other week. I think he needed a post, I think, or something like that. Yeah, he's had his injury problems, Tom Davis. He's on the bench though.
Yeah, I just said, post-pandemic, I've just never heard him being spoken about.
Yeah, I think he was injured for maybe one season or most of one particular season, which has obviously stalled his progress. He's Gray. Plays out wide to Patterson. Patterson comes back to Onana. Back to Patterson. That's not a great ball. Keeps it in though. Fornals wins it, but it's a throw for Everton. So needs to try and get to half time, West Ham. Just keep it as 0-0 and then go again second half. Patterson take this throw in for Everton. Mope flicks it off. He's Patterson. Antonio should win that one. Does. Where's his options? Soufal's there. Plays at the Soufal. And again, play him in. That's a good ball. Can he get it? Great challenge. Tarkowski. How many challenges has he done today? Absolute fantastic challenge. They had to win that one. Proper old school sliding in. Timed it to perfection. If he didn't, then Antonio was in. Here's Soufal. Soufal, good block by Gay, I think it is. Goes out for another West Ham corner. Ballon d'Or, some great name. Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
2 poor teams. Yeah, it has been. Yeah.
Wrong spelling though.
Someone had to mention that. Yeah. So now, yeah, I think both sides have played well up to the final third, but just the quality hasn't been quite there.
Yeah, Tarkowski coming across Antonio, who's going to absolutely leave him laying otherwise.
Yeah, definitely. Right, corner's about to come in. Flicked away. I think that was going towards the goal. And it's headed away again by Cody, I think this time. Is Bowen. What can Bowen do? Plays it back to Rice. Fornals. Is Cresswell. Drive forward, Aaron. Drive forward. Cross comes in. Zuma heads it on. Oh, it's just straight at Begovic. I think he's trying to flick it onto someone else, but it ends up straight in the arms of a grateful Begovic. But he has plenty of bodies in the West Ham. Plenty of West Ham bodies in the Everton area there. Right, 45 minutes has been played. Stoppage time can't be too much, I don't think. Just a 1 minute, yeah. So, Ballon Dawson corner has to start. Yeah, well, I think the ways he's been playing, I think he's really pushing for it. It wouldn't be surprised if he comes on in the second half.
Yeah, he's got to come on for Bowen, but Moyes won't bloody. I've just had that. Yeah, he's trying to flick it on for someone at the far post. I can't see Moyes won't take Bowen off. It's not in Moyes' DNA to take off one of the players that performed so well for him in his last.
Bowen's done all right today. I think Bowen's done all right when he's had it. He's just hardly had it. Here we go. Here's a chance though. He's Bowen. He's going to take on Mikolenko. Does, but then that's the problem with Everton's 3 midfielders. One of them is always across. Mopo tries to flick it past Zuma, but gets nowhere.
Well, if not Bowen, who would you take off for Cornet then? Because
I think Fornals has struggled actually today so far. Anyway, so it's half time here at Goodison Park. 0-0. Not the greatest first half you'll see this season anyway. But I mean, try and sum that up, Dennis, if you can.
It's better than Brighton at home under lockdown.
Brighton earlier this season.
Yeah. It's not. It's two teams that both have the game plan of we want to win today, but equally they're concerned about going behind. They're quite cagey performances. No one's really taking too many risks. We're putting ourselves about a bit more and getting a lot more corners. But Begovic has surprised me. He's done quite well when called upon. That not really much more to add other than I'm shocked that Iwobi is playing central midfield.
You clearly haven't watched Everton the last year or so.
I don't really watch anyone other than West Ham, to be fair.
Have you got Now TV? No. There's not too much to add, mate. I think, two sides that haven't scored a great deal in the Prem this season. I think you can sort of see why. Been plenty of endeavour. There's been plenty of challenges flying in, but both teams giving the ball away. I think both sides look more of a threat from set pieces, which sort of sums up their general play in open play. So yeah, not been good time. I think Bowen has been better today so far. Bequeta's had a good few touches, and Antonio, when he has had the ball, he's looked at a threat and a yellow card for Connor Cody, which might well, hopefully go in our favour in the second half. But yeah, it's not the greatest half of football, but hopefully better things to come in the second 45 anyway. Let's go to the chat. Cheers, Samantha. In my opinion, Hammers should play with 2 strikers against Everton. Yeah, I think. I think with the way that Tarkowski and Cody have defended, I think Anto needs some support, and Skamaka could be that person.
Honestly, I'd have played 5 at the back with Skamaka and Antonio up top, with Fornells playing behind them in a 5-3-2 formation. That's how I would have started today. But because they've got 2.
Well, that was so you wouldn't have played Paqueta then?
I'd have brought Paqueta on if we needed to change the system personally. I'd have had Paqueta, Ben Rama, and Bowen on the bench to come on if we want to change, and also Cornet to an extent. If you want to change it to go a bit more wide, that's how I'd have changed it. But I'd have had Fornells for the work rate. That's an idea that I had anyway.
Yeah, there's plenty of options for West Ham, which this season we do have with the players with investment this summer. Obviously, Skamaka, Lanzini, got Downs, Cornet, as you say, and then Ben Rama got a few, and Emerson as an attacking option as well, and as well as Dawson or Bonner for the defensive side of things. But yeah, it's been encouraging in certain aspects, but just from West Ham point of view, just sums up how we've played from open play. It just hasn't quite clicked, and it's been the same today, really.
Gonna have to excuse me for a minute. I do apologise.
All right, see you in a minute. All right, let's go to the chat quickly. Thanks, Ballon Dawson. Playing with Suchet is like playing with 10 men. Play Downs with Rice. Yeah, Downs played really well against Silkeborg the other week in the home leg anyway. Suchet's done well from a defensive point of view today, but yeah, attacking wise, just hasn't really been with it so far. Cheers, Mandy. When Fornells plays from the start, it's a negative move. Fornells is there to cover, is all. Yeah, he's been a bit scrappy for Fornells today. He's been, obviously tracking back and getting around the pitch as he does. But yeah, has given the ball away a few times, Fornells, which is one of the many reasons why we haven't really got going in a attacking sense. Hopefully things will change in the second half anyway. I don't think Moyes will change things too much. I don't think it's been a bad performance. It's not like Brighton earlier this season or games where we haven't, or maybe even the first half against Villa wasn't particularly great either. But I think this one's been slightly better. It's just a bit lack of chances really. So, cheers, Mandy. I'd rather see down Souček, Rice, and let Souček play ahead in a diamond. Yeah. That's certainly one option anyway. Yes, just go to the stats to see how many shots there've been. There's been too many. Yeah, Everton have slightly better possession, 55%. Shots just a 2 for Everton, none on target. And West Ham 4 on target and 2 on target, but 2 sort of soft headers from Zuma and Paqueta, which don't really count really. And then West Ham 8 corners. But yeah, Everton. I think Everton have played out. They have played most of the season really. They've been good defensively, but attacking wise, up until the attacking final third, they haven't really been there. I think Cody and Tarkowski have been fantastic so far. They're showing on Sky. There some of the challenges they've put in. That was a great one from Cody early on, which was nearly an own goal, but it's great defending from him. And then Tarkowski's put in some fantastic challenges as well. One near the end after he slid on Antonio, which was great defending. Bacon boy, thanks, mate. West Ham 1-0 for this match, I bet. Yeah, well, I would have, I guess that was my prediction beforehand, before the game started. And I'll certainly take that now. If it's one of those going to be scrappy 1-0 for either side, I'd say, based on that first half. And just seeing the goals conceded, Everton, the joint second best this season with only 6 conceded. So I think you can see why with how well they've defended. Cheers, man. This is a good question. Has Moyes got the guts to play Antonio Scamacca at some point in the second half? Well, I think this would be the game for Moyes to do that. I think I don't see where Scamacca and Antonio can't play in the same team. I don't think it's mutually exclusive where that one plays, the other one doesn't have to. I mean, Mickey can easily drift out to the right or even to the left, and then Scamacca go through the middle. I don't see why that can't be an option. I'm sure you would agree with that, Dennis.
Yeah, or you can play Cornet up top. I mean, Cornet, his argument, Cornet and Antonio are both similar strikers, therefore shouldn't be happening. But yeah, the only issue is I think he'll only do that if we're then chasing the game, because I think he wants to stay rigid at the back, which is where, unless we go to wing backs with 3 centre backs, I don't really see him playing 2 up top, really.
Yeah, that's probably how it goes. I'm just scrolling through Twitter. If it was similar to what we're saying, the guy called Trev Hammers fan. Poor game from both teams. Run out of ideas when getting in the box. Doubt we'll see an early change from Moyes, but that's what's needed. Yeah, I pretty much agree with every word he said there. So, Toothless and Clueless make some changes. Yeah. So no, it's yeah. I think it's similar to the Villa one. I don't think it's been as bad as the Villa one, but Villa were probably the better side in that first half, and then we just completely outplayed them second half. I don't think Everton. I think it's been equally. You could say equally as good as each other, equally as bad as each other. I don't know if it's like fire and ice, and in that first half, on both sides, I'd say it's been pretty even.
Another interesting point that I read on Twitter from Mark Harrison is that without Dawson in the side, we're nowhere near as good at corners, and I can't really argue with that. I mean, the only time we scored from a corner this season has been Dawson. You know, and last season, again, Dawson got so many of his goals from corners. And even if he didn't get the goal, he would be in the mixer causing the mayhem. Zuma isn't quite like, he's a unit, but he doesn't quite have the run onto the header because of his knees that Dawson does. So interesting take, really. This whole West Ham play for corners was it Charlie Walsh got told set piece ham.
What?
Set piece ham was it was the Liverpool West Ham watch along when they were basically saying that West Ham just score from set pieces. They're playing for set pieces, and he called him set piece ham. And I think Charlie then linked a website to help you come up with articulate insults and said, "You're banned for 5 minutes. Read this and come back."
Was this on our Hammers chat?
Yeah, it's a Hammers chat watch along. So Liverpool fans just kept commenting set piece ham.
Fucking hell.
Oh, God.
Someone dares Tottenham fans go like North Ham or something, or
wet spam,
yeah, or something stupid like that. It's like, God, get a life. Yeah. All right, let's go to the chat. Thanks, Mandy. Antonio left wing, Cornet right, Scamacca central. Well, I wouldn't complain about that.
That would mean getting hooking Paqueta, because I can't see him playing centre mid.
No, but he'd be one of the 3 midfielders.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm being an idiot here. Yeah.
Need some more sleep, Dennis.
Yes, I do. I do need more sleep. I need a lot more sleep. Is what I need.
Well, to be fair, mate, I think that first half has sent most of us to sleep, isn't it?
It's still not as bad as Brighton, December 2020. That's the worst game. That is the second worst game of football I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, no, well, that's saying something, because it's in an amount of shit we've watched over the years.
The worst was Watford Southampton at Vicarage Road last season. Honestly, I think the only thing that happened was the Southampton goal. Like, that's the rest of the game was just head tennis.
Christ. I'll tell you what, despite while we're just waiting for the second half to start, the game me and Mark saw yesterday, the Southend one, even though it was 0-0 against Wrexham, I mean, what a good game it was.
So, some 0-0s are some of the best ones. I remember there was Russ might remember this Arsenal 0-0 against Liverpool, where like Benteke and Giroud on another day would have each scored a brace.
Oh, yeah,
and that was an end-to-end game. For a goalless draw, that was brilliant. You couldn't take your eyes off it.
I don't know about you, but I would prefer, if I'm watching a random game, just a Premier League game, West Ham aren't involved, I'd rather watch an entertaining 0-0 than a shit 1-0.
Or one of those games where it's like 3-0 and it's, for example, standard fixture back in the day, like Billick here. What Super Sunday, you go to the pub with your mates and what's on? West Brom versus Man City. Well, you know what the result's gonna be.
Yeah.
3-0 Man City, Aguero with 2 goals. Like, you've seen this movie before. That's sort of what's annoying. That's why I couldn't stand, like, those sort of sleepy. It's like March as a month that doesn't really count. Like, you can't decide whether it's warm or cold. You're going to walk about and watch Super Sunday, and what's on? Fulham versus Liverpool, West Brom versus City. Oh, these will be good contests. It's like, So quite often, that's why you sort of do prefer not even Championship, but lower level League One, League Two games with a bit of fight in them.
Yeah, so especially those playoff games. They're something else. They are. Not necessarily some finals are good. Some are like obviously too much pressure for the players, but some of the semi-finals are so good to watch.
Semi-final, second leg when it's all on the line.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, totally agree. Right, second half should be starting fairly soon anyway. So would you do you think you should change things at half time, or would you go give it 10 minutes or so?
I think this game's crying out for someone like Cornet just to run at them, and from process of elimination, I would take Bowen off in that situation. He's played better than he has done in recent weeks, but I just think with Fornell's work rate, if you're going to have players like Paqueta, Antonio, and Cornet as your attacking three, you need Fornell's work rate in there personally.
Yeah.
And then maybe take Paqueta off, Fornell's off for Scamacca, like you said, because that way Scamacca can do the runs back deep into the hole to get the ball like he does.
Yeah. No, well, that's the thing. What Moyes, I mean, I'm not saying he should do this now, but all credit to him against the FCSB, Steaua Bucharest, where he made the 3 subs at half time, and we were a side completely transformed in the second half.
Yeah. Well, they're showing Cornet is warming up a bit more intensely than the others.
Yeah,
so
and then showed all the other subs.
It showed all the other subs who were just passing it around with jackets on. Whereas Cornet is jogging up and down in, just a training top and bib.
Yeah, well, I mean, he might be the first sub then that comes on.
Well, I don't get. So here's the thing that I've never got with Sky Sports. Just going to put this out there: they show adverts to then say, "Oh, second half next." Then show more adverts. Just show the adverts and then start the second half.
Yeah, but it's still about you figure how much money. Like,
what I mean is show the same amount of adverts, but just don't have that. Oh yeah, second half's next, and then 2 more adverts. It's like just show 4 adverts and then bring us back and say, "Welcome back to the second half."
You think that, well, Dennis, that's far too sensible of a strategy.
It doesn't appear to
be any subs for either side at the moment.
No, although they've got random cones on the pitch to have them run around, even the one starting, which is weird.
Have you not noticed that before either?
No.
Yeah.
Well, no. What I meant is the cones that are for the substitutes. The players in the first team decided to do a drill through it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's all the fitness, a little bit of fitness at the start of the second.
Oh, Gordon's talking to the referee. Maybe there's some shenanigans going on there. Right, I'm going to go down.
All right, second half's underway. So hopefully it's have a few more chances to sort about in this second half.
I'm just kicking off my end as well.
Yeah, so no changes for either side at the moment. So it's with Gay in the midfield for Everton. Onana's got it. Iwobi had a few touches in that first half. Is Mikolenko. And I don't know if you saw it, Dennis. At half time, Sky was showing Cody and Tarkowski's challenges.
I think I caught the tail end of that before I came back. Yeah.
And good ball in from the left, and Zuma clears it, but it goes out for it'll be a corner for Everton. So I think it was Mikolenko with a good ball across. Zuma had to win it, and he did, but it goes out for be an Everton corner. It was on the stretch there, Zuma, and then Fabianski couldn't quite keep it in play. All right, corner for Everton. I think Mikolenko takes it. Poor corner, but Soufal made an absolute butcher of that clearance to get this out for another corner for Everton. I should have cleared that one. Oh dear. Tried to swing it with his right foot, hits his left leg and goes out for a corner. But that's proper Sunday league, that is. I doubt that Soufal's got a hangover, like a lot of Sunday league players. All right, Gray's going to take this second corner. Comes in, and it's well headed by Kara, not for the first time today. Patterson plays it back. Is Drissa Gay, I think it is, clears up the pitch. And then Kara, well played. Not for the first time. He's had a really good game again, Kara. Here's ball now, plays to the Rice. Bit of space to run into. Plays at the Fornells. Cresswell's on the overlap. Plays it to Declan. Is Cresswell. Good ball forward to Fornells. Can he keep it in? Yep, crosses it. Shoots, but Everton. Oh! Probably the best effort in the game. Bowen fires it over. I think it's just behind him, but it goes over the bar. Good build up on the left by West Ham. Cresswell played it forward to Fornells. Does the right thing, drags it back. Yeah, it's just behind Bowen. He has to make the movement and then try to hook it towards the goal. Yeah, it's a tough effort. It goes over, even if it's on target. I think Begovic gets it, but better move that by West Ham. I'm not sure. Just seeing it on the replay, yeah. I don't know if Bowen could have had a touch, but I think he did the right thing by taking it on. But it's always a tough effort from that sort of angle.
It's a bit rash taking that first time. I'm showing the replay. I want to see where other players were. Yeah, not a lot. There's not a lot else he could have done, really. I mean, yes, he could have, with eyes in the back of his head, let it run across for Soucek to have a shot, maybe, but
maybe didn't get a shout.
You didn't get a shout, and also he would need, he would need to have eyes in the back of his head to even know where to.
Oh, shot comes in from Gray, and it's straight at Fabianski though. He cut in, obviously right foot. He cuts in on the left. It's a good ball by Iwobi actually to play him in. Cuts inside past Soufal. And in the end, it's comfortable for Fabianski. But been a better opening 5 minutes, I'd say, from both teams. At the start of the second half, his Soufal goes down. That's got to be a foul, isn't it? Yes. Judging by the Everton fans' reaction, the referee has given the free kick there.
Free kick to who, sorry? To Everton?
Yeah. No, to West Ham. West Ham have got it at the back. His Kara plays it to Cresswell. Fornells is up ahead against Patterson. Tries to flick it past him, but it flicks it out of play. Bit of a quicker tempo from both. Oh, Kara wins it, but it goes straight to Gordon. Oh, that's a bad ball by Gordon. Ends up with Bowen, who does well to track back and win it. I think West Ham definitely trying to play the ball a bit quicker at the start of the second half. Had to be done, really. Here's Fornells. Good boys, Antonio. He's got Cody, who's on a yellow. Antonio holds the ball up, crosses it. Tarkowski heads it, but not away, though. Here's Fornells. Does well because Mickey was offside there. Back post, tries to find Soucek. Is that going to go out of play? Yeah, it's going to go out of play. Yeah, West Ham done well down this left-hand side in the opening 5 minutes or so. It's a good run by Antonio. And a decent cross, but ultimately didn't go to anything. And would you give it, Dennis? Would you give it another 5 minutes or so? Another 10 minutes before you make a sub?
Yeah, I'd say have them. Well, knowing how the Premier League's gone this week, I'd have them ready to come on in 5 minutes, knowing that it will take 5 minutes for them to come on. Because I remember, what was it? I think it was either Brighton or Forest that game. We had our subs stood there for so long, waiting to come on.
Your team gets near the dugout, isn't it?
Yeah. I remember Brighton. Skamaka was waiting for so long that he had to go and warm up again. Yeah, to go.
That's not what he was on the touchline for.
Yeah, he was on the touchline for at least 5 minutes at the point where there was obviously a conversation between Nolan and the fourth official. Fourth official gave a nod. Skamaka went for a jog up and down the touchline.
Fucking hell.
He had just been stood still for about 5 minutes waiting for the referee. Like, the throw-ins had happened, and the referee, like, that's what fans were screaming at the ref. Like, come on, like, allow him to come on.
Yeah.
And eventually he did. Oh, head injury to Antonio. I'm sure you covered it. Got to remember, I'm about 40 seconds behind you.
No, nothing.
His attempt to play the ball. It's not.
Yeah, no, nothing. No, it's all fine. And it is a Wobie. Plays to Mope. Good touch. Mope. Oh, good finish. It's a goal for Everton. Great finish by Mope.
He loves a goal against us.
He does, yeah. So yeah, Everton have taken the lead. Well, goal has been coming in the second half, but it's Everton that have got it. Really good finish by Mope, to be fair to him. Control the ball stone dead, hit it, and then Fabianski had no chance. We
need to make. We're going to have to make changes now. It's a good finish, good goal, no complaints really.
Yeah, Woba played it forward, good turn. It just bounced, sat up nicely for him, and he wasn't quite in the corner, but it was a good finish. Yeah, Everton fans are delighted with that one. Yeah, I think you're right, mate. I think the subs have got to happen pretty much now, I'd say. Izuma plays at the Sufal. Paqueta. Oh, good dummy by Bowen. Is Bowen played it from Souček. Bowen crosses it. Antonio. Oh, it's straight at Begovic. Oh, Kara, that's not a good header. Here's Gordon. No foul. He just fell over there. Here's quite a bit of space now. This game's opened up. Antonio, good play from him. Fornells. Oh, what a bad ball that is. What are you doing? There's plenty of bodies in the box, and Fornells made an absolute hash of it. Oh, God, his space is opened up for Everton. It is a Wobie. Gray. Is Gray takes on Sufal. Ball comes in. Oh, just ahead of Gordon, who keeps it in play. Gordon. It's cleared by Rice. Oh, this game was chalk and cheese from the whole of the first half. Good ball by Gray, just ahead of Mope, and Gordon can't.
I've just had the Fornells ball.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Frustrating.
Yeah, I'd consider taking Fornells off. Actually, he hasn't had a particularly great game, I've got to say. Yeah, it's a corner for Everton. Mope takes the shot, and it's blocked. So it's going to be an Everton corner on the left-hand side. Can't go 2-0 down now. Right, corner's going to come in. Is Gray to take it towards the back post. Punched by Fabianski. Doesn't go away. That is Rice will drive forward and should clear it eventually. I'll place it inside to Kara. He plays it at 4-0. That's a good ball forward. Is Bowen? Can he get on the end of it? Oh, Mikolenko with a great challenge. He does well, actually, Mikolenko. Oh, no. Bowen's got it now. Here's Bowen. Takes a shot and it's well blocked. Didn't have too many options, annoyingly. It was a great challenge by Mikolenko on Bowen there.
I've already got it coming in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Bowen running through now.
Quite a place it to Rice. Cresswell's on the other. There's plenty of room for Cresswell. Oh, it's a bad ball. It took too long. Gordon did well to get across. Gordon Patterson having a go at each other. Corner though for West Ham on the left. 4-0 is going to take it. Everyone's up there. It's a good delivery. Comes in. That's a poor corner. Headed away at the near post. Controlled by Cresswell to Soufal. Goes all the way back to Fabianski. And there's been a stop. Tarkowski's down in the box. So I wonder what happened there. Yeah, a couple of times are going to take place. Ben Rama and Cornet are going to come on.
Knowing Moyes, he'll take Antonio off and play Bowen up top. Or Cornet up top, one of the two.
Right, Tarkowski was down, but he's back on his feet now.
The time wasting begins.
Right, so drop ball from the refs. West Ham have got the ball.
Moyes is giving them very specific instructions, I see.
Oh, Mickey, that's a bad touch.
Bloodhound Gang could do the soundtrack to
that. Ball's play forward. Is Iwobi. Oh, they're in here. Is Gordon. Oh, just ahead of him. He's still got it though, Gordon. Oh no, was he offside? Yeah, offside's been given. Thank God for that. Just seeing the replay. Or was it Iwobi himself? Oh, that might have been harsh, that. I think he looked on to me. Anyway, offside's been given, thankfully. Right, here's 4-0 to Rice. Cresswell's Kera.
If Iwobi's been given offside, that's ridiculous. I've just seen it in live time, and I could tell you it's offside.
Here's Souček to 4-0. Plays it to Antonio. Takes on Cody. Well played. Antonio to Bowen. Bowen. Oh, great block. Souček. Oh, I think that was going on. I think it was Tarkowski.
These are not the noises I want to hear when I'm behind on the stream. Because I'm like, go, come on, score, you bastards. This is, and by the way, I've been proven right about having the subs ready for 5 minutes because it's been like 4 minutes and they still haven't come on.
All right, it's back to Begovic in goal. Gets it back from Gay. Now clears out the pitch, Begovic. Oh, well played.
Oh, that was, Bowen's shot was going in as well.
Oh, yeah, looked it, didn't it? I don't know if it's Tarkowski that got a block in.
I've just watched it in real time. I think it was Tarkowski. Must have been Tarkowski.
Yeah, I think they're going to show the replay. It was a good build-up play. Antonio did great to roll Cody. Good ball across. Bowen did really well, and it was Tarkowski. I think Begovic might have saved it, but even so, it was definitely on target. Yeah, what a game Tarkowski has had today. Really, really good. Him and Cody at the back have been very good. Right, subs are taking place finally. So Cornet's on and Ben Rama's on. Fornals is off. I'm not sure the other players. Oh, Paqueta's off. That's a bit of a shock. It's Cornet now. He's been found straight away. He's in the game straight away. Did you say something, Dennis?
He needs time to settle to the Premier League.
Yeah, so yellow card for Gordon, I think it is. He just pulled Cornet of his first touch.
Oh yeah, having seen the replay, I think maybe Begovic was getting to that. But at the time, it looked like he was nowhere near it.
Yeah, Cornet. Well, Ben Rama and Cornet both in the action straight away. And Gordon's been booked for that shirt pull on Cornet. No surprise there.
Yeah, it's just a bit more. We've got two players with raw pace now on the pitch.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So Begovic clears out the pitch to Soufal. Should win the header. He does, but Gray's got it. Yeah, we've created some chances to start the second half. We need to create a lot more, though. Hopefully, Cornet and Ben Rama can do the business for us. Nana plays it to Patterson. Back to Nana. And to Tarkowski at the back. It's end up with Gray. Good ball to Gordon. Patterson's in support. Gordon crosses it. Oh, good cross, but no one at the back stick. Gray's got it though. Keeps it in. Mikolenko, good cross in. It's well headed away. Oh, Ben Rama's not a great touch. It's Gray. He's had a good game today, Demario Gray. Those
1 in 4 games, yeah.
Yeah. No, he has to be fair today. But you know what you get with Cody and Tarkowski, they've been outstanding, both of them too, so far. Here's Cody, plays it forward. Here's Gordon. 1-2 with Mope. Still Gordon, Iwobi. Too much space for Everton. Gray. Gray takes on Soufal. Cross. Oh, just goes out of play. One of those cross-come shots. It just goes wide. Oh, it just goes wide. See what he's trying to do there. A bit unlucky, really. Just slightly too near the goal. A good play again by Demario Gray. He's full of confidence so far. Oh, Bowen does well there. Cresswell to Souček. Good ball to Cornet, who leaves it for Cresswell. Gives it to Cornet. Good cross. Oh, it's well headed away by Cody, not for the first time. And Nana hoofs it up the pitch, rugby union style. Get hold of it. Is Cresswell on the halfway line. Cornet to Ben Rama, his fellow sub. And Patterson gets the tackle in. Just come up 65 minutes or 25 minutes plus stoppage. That's not a good ball. Mikolenko's had a good game today as well. Here's Iwobi. Got a bit of space in the middle. Gray, Iwobi. Oh, tries to find Mikolenko, but Bowen does well to intercept it. It's Ben Rama. Go forward, Benny. Go forward. Plays it to Souček. Bring it forward. Soufal. Bowen's playing Bowen. Or Soufal does well, but Mikolenko with another good tackle. It's a throw in for West Ham.
Hopefully, with at one point West Ham will follow us on our streams and things like that, and finally hire a throw-in coach.
Soufal with the throw. Ends up with Bowen shoots, and it's well blocked by a Wobie.
Story of this half, isn't it? Bowen shoots. Oh, it's blocked.
Yeah,
So
he's been in the game, Bowen. Been better than it has been playing so far this season. Just need that bit of luck. If we get one, I think we could get two. But it's just getting that first goal. Here's Soufal. It's blocked again. It's another throw. Takes it quickly to Kerr, I think it was, to Rice. Plays it to Cresswell on the left. His corner, bit of space. Benrahma and Rice are available. Here's Benrahma. Plays it to Rice. Back to Cresswell. Good cross, but well blocked. It's another corner for West Ham.
Bring on Dawson, quick.
But yeah, bring on Dawson.
Bring on Dawson.
Bring on Skamaka.
Yeah, we need Dawson at corners.
Now, have you seen what Charles has put in the group chat?
What about Morpay?
It was always going to be Mopo, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Always was. He is
Right,
that guy.
Cresswell's going to take this corner. Cresswell takes it near post, flicked on. Oh, nearly went in. It's a corner for West Ham. I think Souček tried to. I think he did flick it on. Cresswell with a ball to the near post. Souček headed it on. Oh, he was unlucky. I think he's trying to head it towards a teammate of his. And it went out of play, but it's another corner. I don't think it touched an Everton player, but anyway. Bowen takes the corner. Flicked on. Oh, handball, is it? No, it's not handball. Soufal crosses it in. Headed away by Patterson. Cresswell. Bit of pressure from West Ham here. Can we make it pay? Cornet. Here's Benrahma. Keep it in. Crosses it, but it's out of play. God's sake.
There's no one running in at that far post. If there had been, that would be 1-1.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, no one followed it in. All right, Skamaka's going to come on.
Oh, Gianluca. Shoot from distance now. just give it. Just give it bloody Luca. Give it bloody Luca. Ugbona's giving him tips. Ugbona is preparing him to come on. No, I reckon Ugbona's translating. That's what I reckon it is.
Yeah,
I reckon Ugbona, because Maka speaks. His grasp of English was pretty good, but maybe he's telling him in Italian so he understands a little bit.
Yeah, maybe can't understand.
Maybe can't understand Kevin Nolan.
Yeah, or more just
Scouse. Well, Scouse is hard. I mean, when I went to when I took Korea, my German friend to Liverpool,
Mickey's coming off, by the way.
She struggled to understand the accent at times.
Who's that?
My friend, when my German friend was over for a week, and I took her to Liverpool. She was like, "I love Liverpool, but I don't. Some accents I understand, some I don't." Like at the train station, I had to translate what the train conductor was asking her about her tickets and things like that.
All right, so yeah, Skamaka's on for Antonio, so hopefully he can get his first league goal for West Ham. There's Cresswell back to Rice.
Interestingly, that Everton haven't made a change yet with 20 minutes to go. Could be getting tired legs out there.
Oh, they've played well, to be fair.
Maybe I reckon they're probably saving it another 5 minutes to try and run some time down on the clock with subs.
Probably, yeah.
I need to bring in Elan on as well while we're at it.
Let's have him to Antonio.
A menagerie of things.
Well, he's played well today, but he just hardly had that in the ball. Corner comes in. Oh, Begovic flaps it, but it's cleared. Then Gray clears it up the pitch. Soufal wins it. Yep. Oh, Bowen. Well played by Bowen there. Here's Benrahma. Great flick. Got to be a foul. Ref plays on. Bowen. Benrahma. Oh, again, it's headed away. Oh, so frustrating. I think it's great.
So frustrating. It's obviously beginning of the season. Ben Rama was in amazing form, and now he's sort of been dropped. Nothing. He's kind of. I think he's lost that momentum again.
Yeah, I think Ben Rama's always going to be that frustrating type of player. That's just how.
It's almost like I said that on the West Ham Way channel and got ridiculed for it. No, it wasn't even setting that up. Just genuinely, like, yeah, I got warned this by a Brentford fan that when he's on, he's brilliant, but he, if you play him for 90 minutes, there's a good chance he'll doss about for 50.
Yeah. Well, and you got slated for it.
I got absolutely slated in the comments and by co-presenters for it. That's why Charles was bringing up like Ben Rama, the player Dennis hates. I was like, I don't hate him. I'm just saying what I've been advised by a Brentford season ticket holder.
Well, what were people saying though?
Oh, there was Brentford fans in the comments saying that I don't know what I'm talking about, saying that I only play FIFA and stuff like that. And I'm like, right, okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about what a Brentford fan has told me.
Scamacca is Cornet. Oh, great challenge by Banana. It was. He had to win that one. Cornet was in down that left hand side. Here's Rice. Cornet does well to find Cresswell. Soucek's in support. To the back stick, looking for Soufal. Heads it on. Oh, come on. Oh, Tarkowski should have left that one. His first mistake of today. Begovic would have claimed that one, but
it didn't result in a West Ham goal. It's sad.
Oh, jeez, what was that? Fucking hell, Soufal just throws it straight at Mope. What the hell is he doing?
Jesus. Yeah, for now, I've just had the Onana tackle. That's annoying. Should have signed him just to stop that one tackle.
Begovic clears it up the pitch. Soufal wins it. Is Soucek. Oh, here we go. Ben Rama. Ben Rama. Oh, it's the post. Oh, what an effort. Begovic got absolutely nowhere near it. He was stood there like a statue. Ben Rama won the ball, ran with it, composed himself, took it left-footed. Curling effort, great effort, just hits the post. Oh, so unlucky. It's the post and then bounces back in. Great effort. Oh, so unlucky. Begovic was rooted to the spot. He got nowhere near it.
Okay, I've got Ben Rama coming onto the ball now.
All right, Gordon's been substituted and Dwight McNeil's on in his place for Everton. Throwing comes in for West Ham. Is Ben Rama, who just hit the post. Oh, it's well defended by Gay, I think I'm going to go with. Yeah, and he wins the foul anyway. Adrissa Gay. Just seeing that effort from Ben Rama again. It was Soucek who won the ball in midfield.
Yeah.
And then
if he'd scored that would have been absolutely insane.
Oh, it was great.
Credit has to go to whoever that was sliding with the orange boots to put pressure on him to shoot. If he'd let him have another touch, probably would have got it in.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, good play by Ben Rama.
McNeil, player we were linked with.
Yep. One of the.
I don't think it was a foul on Gay. I think it was offside.
No, the liner was flagging for a foul.
Okay. I thought he was flagging for offside.
No. Right. Bowen plays it forward. Is Ben Rama to Scamacca. Oh, nearly ended up with Cornet in the end. Oh, given away. Oh, no, it's Everton who've got it, though. Is Iwobi. Plays it to Damari Gray, sorry.
So he's out. Oh, don't even know where he is at the minute, to be fair.
Sorry,
it was at QPR last time I checked.
Is McNeil has just come on. So was it 15 minutes plus stoppage time? Can we get a goal? Good ball by Cody, all the way to just a gaze on the left-hand side. That's a bit random. Oh, Gray's done well there. Damari Gray. Oh, just goes over. The Iwobi with an effort just goes over. Again, good play by Damari Gray. End up with Iwobi. His shot just goes just over. Just seeing it on the replay. Ends up with Iwobi just outside the box. Curls it. Good effort by Iwobi, but just over the bar. And Kerr with a great tackle. He had to win the ball there, and he did. And Iwobi tries to lift it over Fabianski. Good effort, but just a foot over the bar. Just seeing the replay. Yeah, it's a great tackle by.
Yeah, I've just had it in real life. Jesus Christ.
That's the time that way. If he was just this half a second out or whatever, that's a stick-on penalty, but he won the ball cleanly. And then just the stats just come up from Sky. Damari Gray, most touches in the opposition box for Gray this season. He's had a good game today.
On the bright side, West Ham ladies have taken the lead against Everton ladies, so evens it out, I guess.
This has been a bit of a breaking play after Gray's got a bit of treatment. He's back on the pitch now. He's Rice. Down the left is Cresswell. That's a carry. Good ball forward to Rice. Plays it to Zuma. And then to Sufal. Turn. Bowen. Good ball to Souček. Play it again. Rice. Cresswell. Cornet's in support. Finds him. Cornet. Tries to find Cresswell as well. Well defended, to be fair, by McNeil. And then Patterson gives it straight to Ben Rama. Go forward, West Ham. Zuma. Rice. Rice takes it. Rice plays it forward. Oh, tries to find Ben Ramos. Well defended by Everton. Yeah, Anana's down on this occasion. Whether he's actually injured or not, I don't know. But so Decore is going to come off at Everton. Put in place of Anana, who's been down for a bit of time. Oh, I forgot Ashley Cole's one of the coaches at Everton.
I didn't know he was a coach at Everton. I've only just found that out.
You do now?
Yeah, I do now.
What a player he was, Ashley Cole, by the way. Very rare seeing nowadays where a fullback's good, equally attacking and defending, which Ashley Cole was in abundance. Probably like one of the rare players of that golden generation who actually played anywhere near their capabilities, I would argue.
Yeah, I said he's the only. What was I going to say? He was the only player at the 2010 World Cup that played well.
Yeah, probably. Not too many of those. Hey. Right, Decore's coming on for Gray actually, who's coming off. Good game, Damari Gray's out. Ed.
They're flooding the midfield now. They're setting up shop for the last few minutes.
Yeah, without a doubt. So Nana's gone off the pitch for treatment. If he's going to come back on, which he is. So just gone past 81 minutes. Is there time for West Ham to get an equaliser?
There'll be plenty of added on time with these stoppages and things like that.
Well, you like to think so anyway, but you never know with the officials these days. Is Mope plays it to Anana's just come back on. Or Decore with a unconvincing search, but ends up with one of his midfield partners anyway. Here's Decore again. Plays it forward well. Tries to find Iwobi's. Iwobi's gone to the left-hand side on this after the sub. Ball's played forward. Kerr, not for the first time, wins the header. Rice has got the ball driving forward into Everton's half. Cornet's in support, and he's got the ball. Cornet's got it, played back to Rice, which he does. Declan tries to cross it back post. Skamaka. Was that a corner? No, it's a goal kick. Doesn't really happen for Skamaka since he's come on. He tries to control it, but controls it out of play though.
Skamaka. Just had the first touch from Skamaka there.
Yeah, it wasn't great, was it?
It wasn't not.
Well, I just missed that. I think it was a save by Begovic. I was just looking at Twitter for a minute. Just seeing the replays. Rice, he plays in corner. Yep, played in corner. Does well, Connie. Good shot. And it was a good save by Begovic. It's going towards the top corner. It was a good save by Begovic. Gets the fingertip to it. It's a corner for West Ham. Comes in. Oh, shocking corner. Oh my God, didn't even go in, I don't think. Ben Rame just hit the side netting. Fucking hell, just not what you want. David Moyes is going absolutely mental, and I don't blame him. It's one of the worst corners I've ever seen. God, it's not worth the wait, Dennis. Honestly, it's a shocker.
No, I've just had the shot. I've just had the corner shot.
Oh, the corner is absolutely woeful.
Oh, fucking. Yeah, I've just seen it.
Back with Fabianski, clears out the pitch. Skamaka heads it on. Come on, Ben Rama, you got to win those. Patterson wins it. Right, turn Souček. Oh, Jesus, what was that? Fuck me. He's Bowen. Does really well, but Anana wins it from him. God, it's going to be one of those days, Dennis, I think, unfortunately. Skamaka's found Mikalenko, I think it is. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Right, Wadby's got it for Everton on the left, plays it to Mope. Wadby. Wadby shoots. Oh, that's wide. All right, come on to 87 minutes. 3 minutes plus. You'd think plenty of stoppage time.
You want a stoppage time board with about 20 on it.
And Cody clears out the pitch. Zuma does equally so. Bowen flicks it on. Here's Cornet! Cornet! Oh! Fucking hell. Oh.
You know what's sad about that is I just knew that wasn't going to end with, yeah, we've scored. I just knew that, no, we're not going to score.
Just it forward for Bowen flicked it on great. Cornet, it's the touch past Begovic. It's the right idea. Yeah. Could he have taken it first? Oh no, Patterson got a great touch. That's what caused it. I thought Cornet got the touch, which took it past Begovic, but it was Patterson's touch. And then Cornet tried to keep it in play, and then he just slipped at the wrong moment.
Yeah. I don't know what Cornet's complaining about. Like, is he asking for a corner? Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because he tries to shoot. He probably scored if he'd got to that.
All right, Mope, the goal scorer, he's getting subbed off.
Who's coming on?
Who's coming on?
I don't even know any other strikers that play for Everton at the minute.
I don't know if Rondon's on the bench.
Oh, Rondon, yes. He's the type of player that score against West Ham. Think of we're like this, chasing the game, think, all right, we're almost getting into it. Who's going to score the second goal for Everton? You know Solomon Rondon's up there on that list.
Yeah, and right in this Rondon that has come on is McNeil. And Bowen wins it, but straight to a woe below. Oh dear, I think it's going to be one of those days, mate. Unfortunately, one goal was always going to win it, I think, based on that first half, and Everton the ones that got it. Iwobi's trying to keep it in the corner. He does well, actually. And Bowen's been fouled near the corner. Free kick for West Ham.
Surely you must know where many stoppage time, because I'm on the 89th minute now.
No, I think they're just going to put the board up shortly. Right, I think they're just going to put the board up now. Here we go. It's... Come on, how many minutes?
Minimum 4.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, yeah. But I say, because the Onana going down and the amount of subs we've had and a goal, it's got to add up to at least 4, is what I was thinking.
All right, here's Cresswell. Can we wait one more chance? Rice. Cornet. Oh, come on! Fuck's sake, Patterson wins it. He drives forward now with it. Doesn't find McNeil, but Kera comes across. Kera's probably been our best player today, actually, I've got to say.
He's been our best player most games, despite scoring own goals and giving away penalty, or nearly giving away. Yeah, no, he did give away a penalty. Sorry.
All right, is Rice nearly played the first minute of stoppage time already? Is Kera to Cornet. Rice. Cresswell. Cornet. Oh, good flick. Oh, no. It was a good flick, but all bit to the wrong player. Oh, Everton have done well to get out of that one. Is Decore. Oh, tries to find Iwobi, but I think Souček gets the block in. Oh, come on. One more chance. Nice crossfield pass. Tries to find Bowen, but doesn't. Is Bowen. Bowen with the cross. Oh, does that go over? Yeah, it's gone over, but is it a corner? I think it is a corner. Definitely.
Send the keeper up.
That was an attempted cross by Bowen.
We've got another sub. We've got 2 more subs left. Bring on Dawson and Bonner and just go for corners.
Well, Cresswell's gone off. And I assume Emerson's on. Yeah, Emerson's on in his place.
So we've taken off our best corner taker. Right.
Bowen to take the corner. In it comes. Oh, Rice headed it across. It nearly fell for a West Ham player. Ben Rama. Oh. Goes into the grateful arms of Begovic. Just seeing what happened there. That was the chance, I think, we were hoping for. Bowen with a good corner. And then with Rice at the back stick. Heads it across. Just behind Cornet. And Ben Rama tries to flick it back in, but everyone's offside. And it ends up with Begovic, who gratefully grab onto it. Everton have got in West Ham's half, and not what we want. McNeil. Oh, Soufal as well there. And McNeil fouls Soufal. I think we got a yellow for that one, eh? And maybe not. For just over a minute to play. This ain't looking good. Oh, God. What's going on here? Oh, Skamaka's... Skamaka and Tarkowski are going at it. A little bit of handbags there. I wonder what happened there.
VAR are looking at it and they're giving West Ham 2
penalties.
penalties.
They're still going at it. I wonder what that was all about.
Well, you said he was a physical player.
No, Skamaka's been yellow carded. And it's Gay that's down. So I don't know if... here we go. Send it on the replay.
I've just seen Guy rolling on the floor.
Yeah, that's Gay. So
yeah. Rice is trying to intervene. Cody's not exactly being helpful. Ben Rama, the smallest man, Ben Rama is trying to tell their biggest guy to leave him alone.
Yeah, it's all a bit of handbag. It's all fine now. It was Skamaka jumps into just
eventually Mikalenko becomes peacemaker. And no Everton players could be bothered to break that up. They're still shoving Ben Rama.
The Sky have given Gray the man of the match, which is fair enough. He's played really well.
I'm not going to lie. I do understand why they're going mad at Skamaka for that. There's no way he's winning that header and he leads with his elbow. I can understand.
This can't be too much time.
No, we're done.
We've gone over the 5 minutes. And Everton's still got the ball. Well, Rondon rolls Kera there. Iwobi. Decore. You're going to go in the corner, surely. That's gone out. Can't be too much time. Right, that's it. Yeah, full time. And there we are. Disappointing defeat. Let's end up with Everton 1, West Ham 0. Thoughts, Dennis?
as much as I understood the team selection because he's going what he knows, but Einstein's definition of insanity is trying the same things and expecting different results. We had this on, not comparing it, but there's similar issues with final season Allardyce because he's probably coming to the fore. Where I think certain will pick up points, and I don't think we're going to be in a relegation battle. But I just think we need to change how we play because we bought different players for depth, and they can't play the same way Moyes wants us to play. And also, teams are starting to figure us out. They set up well, Everton. Frank Lampard, who isn't the best manager in the world, managed to set up to stop us playing, and they took their one chance. Another day, this had been goalless. But it's not like the Forest game where we had plenty of chances and we were just unlucky. Like, we just didn't have the end product. So that's it, really. Glad there's an international break. Hopefully, Portugal, the Portuguese national team have a couple of injuries when they come back because no doubt that'll affect Wolves.
Yeah, no, it wasn't great for my semi. A couple of chances second half, but again, when we're struggling in Europe, we're playing with confidence and creating plenty of chances, and it just hasn't translated at all into our league form. And if anything, Everton had the better chances throughout in that second half, so I can't really begrudge them getting the win, to be honest with you.
Yeah, as I said, I wouldn't go as far as to say that Everton played well, but they were the better team, and that's it really. There's nothing really much more I can say, you know.
Yeah, so yeah, I think in national break's probably a good time actually because it hasn't been a great, obviously opening 7 games, still a long way to go, of course, but yeah, we're gonna. I don't know if Moyes has either got to change the way we play or he's got to change the personnel because we can't carry on, as you say, can't playing as we are at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, only saving grace is our next game will be on a Saturday, which is our first Saturday game of the season, I believe. No, Chelsea's moved to a Saturday.
First Saturday at home.
First Saturday at home, yeah. Chelsea was moved to a Saturday because of policing or something along those lines. But yeah, there's nothing really much more to add other than either change the formation or just change the players. Like Cornet needs to be starting. Again, there's debates as to whether Scamacca or Antonio against Wolves. I would argue Antonio would probably be the better option against Wolves, but that's just me talking. But in any event, Cornet needs to start, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's got to definitely got to make some changes, or as we're going to keep going as we are. So okay, we'll wrap it up there. So yeah, thanks Dennis, and I'll see you soon. So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for your comments and questions in the chat, and subscribe to Gash Football if you're new around here, and we'll see you soon. Take care, all the best.